Hi, everybody. Dr. Lonna Bulletproof Babes, self-defense based on behavioral sciences. I just had a crime play out in front of me, and I want to tell you what that looked like so you never find yourself in this position. So what happened was I got on the bus after being at my office to go home. Don't judge me. You know, I walked 2.5 miles to work through the inner city. At night, I'm lazy. I'm tired. I want to go home on the bus. So I get on, and I'm lucky enough to get a seat next to the window. Then the person who's sitting next to me, then there's the middle doors of the bus. We go a couple stops, and these two kids get on. I don't really pay them much attention, but my phone goes off with a text. So I pull my phone out really quickly to look at it, and you know that feeling when somebody's looking at you? That's the feeling I had, and I looked up at these kids, these two boys. They're probably about 14, 15 years old, and they were looking at my phone. They weren't looking at me. In that moment, I just immediately put my phone back in my jacket pocket. And now I'm looking at them a little closer. And they've got hoodies on with the hoodie up, and one of them has a surgical mask on. And I knew right then these kids were going to commit a crime. Because you know what? 15-year-olds don't think about, I might get the flu on the bus, or I might pick up a cold. And they certainly don't worry about spreading a cold, especially boys. So, and I literally say to the person next to me, these kids are up to no good. Watch. And so right then, one of them peels off and starts walking up the bus towards the front doors. And that was another unnatural movement, because if two people get on, one of them's not just going to peel away without saying anything to the other person. And then the other kid follows behind him about 15 feet. And at this point in time, I lose track of them because the bus is continually picking up people. It's getting more and more crowded. So we come up to a bus stop, the doors open, and then I hear, "My phone!" And I see one of those kids bolt down the aisle with the phone in his hand. And the person next to me, to their credit, they literally reached out and tried to grab the back of the kid. But the kid had too much momentum. The hand just went down the back, and the kid was gone. And another guy got up to try to help the lady, and they got off and called 911 and everything. And looking at her, you know, she's in a business suit. She had earphones in, which means her phone was active and going, not even locked. She was really like the perfect target for these kids. And boom, they were gone. So here's your three big takeaways from this. First of all, I know looking at your phone makes that bus trip go a lot quicker, but for my fellow city dwellers, you know, being on public transit can be like being on a soap opera, right? A lot of things happen, and you don't want to have your attention taken up by your phone, and you certainly don't want to make yourself a victim by having your phone out. The second thing is, if you see kids, like teenagers, and they're wearing a mask like it's COVID times, watch out, because they're about to do something bad. I can almost guarantee that. And then the third thing, crimes always play out right when the bus stops and the doors first open, because it gives the thieves just enough time to grab what they're going to grab, whether that's a phone, a purse, your bag, and then get out the door before it closes again. I hope that helps. If you like these tips, please sign up for our free weekly newsletter. We protect your privacy, and you'll get this content and more. I'll see you soon.